Summit yesterday, many holding signs with messages directed at both leaders and waving Ukrainian flags.
Ukraine's not at the table. This guy thinks he's a king. Well, he's wrong. And look at all these people. This is a big crowd for Alaska.
CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes is in Anchorage, Alaska, ahead of this summit and joins us now. Good morning, Nancy. So what do both leaders want to walk away from today's meeting with exactly?
Good morning, Errol. Good to see you. Well, I think for President Trump, who this morning online declared this meeting to be high stakes, a successful summit could involve something like Putin finally agreeing to a full temporary ceasefire. That's something that the U.S. and the Ukrainians agreed to many months ago, but Putin has held out. In fact, if anything, he has been intensifying his attacks on Ukraine. But a ceasefire in the air, on the ground, would pave the way for more detailed talks, which President Trump has said could happen right away, including the Ukrainians, perhaps even here in Alaska. For Putin, it's hard to know exactly what a successful summit would look like. He is the one who asked to meet with President Trump. There is an assumption that he has grown uncomfortable with President Trump being more and more critical of him, getting frustrated that Putin wouldn't come to the table and negotiate a peace deal. And perhaps this is an attempt to get Trump back on his side, at least somewhat. He says that he wants peace, but many European leaders and certainly Ukraine's leader believe that his actions signal otherwise.
And on that point, Nancy, yesterday you were mentioning European leaders and some U.S. lawmakers worried about how the U.S. may be getting played by Putin in this summit. What's the latest on that?
Right. Well, they worry that President Trump has a long documented affinity for Putin. They all remember back in 2018 when Trump met with Putin in Helsinki, Finland, and came out of that meeting saying that he believed Putin, not U.S. intelligence, when it came to Russian meddling in the 2016 election, and that he didn't see why Russia would have done that. Even when it comes to this war itself, President Trump has been both critical of Putin, but he's also at times seemed to side with Putin, and even famously got very angry at Zelensky and said that he didn't appreciate Zelensky's actions in this war, even though Zelensky's country was attacked 3.5 years ago, unprovoked by Putin. Errol?
And just as you were speaking, Nancy, we saw a message from the president via social media from about 30 minutes ago, the words high stakes in all caps. So that really underscores it all. Nancy Cordes in Anchorage, thank you.